Hello everyone and welcome to today's show. If you're new here, my name is Masi Njane and I do short stories to inspire you. If you're new, kindly subscribe, give me a thumbs up, turn on your notification bell on so that you may be notified whenever I release a new video. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much for your support. I really treasure you guys. Welcome everyone to today's show. In today's show, I'll be tackling the power of writing things down. The power of writing things down. Number one, remembering. In our lives, in our day-to-day life, we are bombarded with lots and lots of information. When you go to school, there is so much information that you see. When you go to work, lots of information. When you go to watch the television, lots of information. When you go to social media, lots of information. And if, for example, your brain was to remember everything that you saw, everything that you heard, everywhere that you go, you'll actually go crazy. Kaput. One way that your brain keeps you sane is by filtering out the information that you see, you hear, and where you go. And by actually writing things down, you signal to your brain that that particular thing is important to you, and you will tend to remember it more and more. Research has been done, and it has been discovered that you remember 10% of what you read, 20% of what you hear, 30% of only what you see, 50% of what you see and hear, 70% of what you say and write, and 90% of what you do. By writing something down, you're actually seeing, it's like you're hearing, and then you're actually doing the action by writing it down. So when you write things down, you will remember 90% of what you wrote down. And what is important to you will tend to remember, and it will help you in your life. Number two, on the power of writing things down is manifesting. We are in the age of manifesting. You want to manifest your dream house. I want to manifest my dream spouse. You want to manifest your dream trip. You want to manifest your dream vacation, your dream partner. So many things that you want to manifest. And one of the ways that you can actually start the process of manifesting that particular thing that you really want in your life is by writing it down. You know, when you write things down, there is so much power in that. In our brain, there is a particular point called the reticular activating system, in short, RAS. Whenever you notice a particular item, the reticular activating system is triggered to notify yourself that that particular thing is important. For example, if say today I have noticed a silver Range Rover, and in my life I want to have a silver Range Rover. So when I go to school, I will see a silver Range Rover. When I go to work, I will see a silver Range Rover. When I go to see my friend, guess what? I will see a silver Range Rover. When I'm checking out things on social media, guess what? I will see a silver Range Rover, because my reticular activating system has been triggered, and now I know that the silver Range Rover is important to me. For example, another example, say, for example, think about a pink elephant. Think about a pink elephant. Think about a pink elephant. Then close your eyes and think about a brown elephant. Tell me, what do you see? I think a pink elephant, right? So when you write things down, it signals to yourself that this particular thing is important, and you will tend to remember it more and more. Number three, on the power of writing things down is for future generations. The truth of the matter is, you and I will not be here on this existence forever. one day when our time is gone, we will leave this existence, and there are people that we're going to live in this existence. So when you leave, what are you going to leave behind? What kind of history are you going to leave behind? One particular teacher of mine, Jim Rohn, he said there are 3 treasures that you can leave behind for those you leave behind. Number 1 treasure you can leave behind is your pictures. Take as many pictures as you can. Pick. Take as many as you can, because when you're no longer here, when you're longer alive, these pictures that you leave behind will tell the story of you when you're no longer there. They say a picture is worth 1,000 words. Wow. Leave as many pictures as you can, so that the generation that will come, they will learn from your pictures. The second treasure that you can leave behind is your library. What kind of books challenged you? What kind of books inspired you? What kind of books you read and they made you happy? What kind of books you read and maybe you are in a low place and then you are elevated? All the things, all the books that had a particular impact in your life, leave them for those who you leave behind. And the third treasure that you can leave behind is actually your journals, your story, your diary. What are you writing? What kind of a life are you having this particular moment? You're not going to be here forever. I'm not going to be here forever. So what am I going to leave for the generation that comes behind? When you go through a happy moment, note it down. When you go through a sad moment, write it down. When you go through an inspirational moment, write it down. When you go through an aha moment, write it down, because it will tell the story when you're no longer there, and it might inspire someone in the generation to come. It might motivate someone in the generation to come. It might help someone in the generation to come. So leave those 3 treasures for those who you leave behind. And the 4th reason why you should note things down is creativity. Creativity. We all want to be creative. We all want to create 1 or 2 things. And one way that you can actually be creative, one way that can trigger your creativity is by writing things down. When you write things down, you become more creative. It is super important for writing things down, because it gets you creative. When you, for example, when you learn something, you write it down. And when you're writing things down, you're going to tweak it a little bit. You're going to spice it a little bit with your particular words, with your particular kind of signature to relate to yourself. And as you're tweaking it, as you're spicing it up, you're opening up yourself to be more creative. When you're actually writing things down, it's like you're emptying out your mind. And when you're emptying out your mind, you're opening up your mind. You're creating more room for you to be more creative. You're creating more room for more ideas. You're creating more room for more of your imagination. For example, let's say you're writing your goals, and maybe your goal is, like for me, I have this goal of going to the Maldives. You see, when I am writing that down and I am adjusting that dream, I will start thinking about what kind of experience do I want to have when I go to the Maldives? What kind of people will I meet when I go to the Maldives? What kind of places will I visit when I go to the Maldives? What kind of moments will I have when I go to the Maldives? And by so doing, it is opening up my imagination. It is making me more and more creative, because I'm thinking A, B, and C, and then it gets me more and more creative. And the 5th reason, or the 5th way that the power of writing is growth. I believe that the essence of life is to grow wiser, to grow older, to grow more confident, to grow more creative, to grow more richer, to grow more wealthy, to grow more spiritually enlightened, to grow more illuminated. And when you want to grow, one way you can actually grow is by writing things down. Someone said that leaders are readers. Today I want to add that leaders are readers and leaders are writers. When you're writing things down, you're actually writing from the things that you're learning. You're actually writing from the experiences that you're having. And as you're doing that, you're becoming more and more of a great leader. Well, you might say, for me, I am not a leader. I'm not planning to be a leader. I'm not planning to lead anywhere. Well, you might actually be a parent or will be a parent, so you will lead your family. You might be a spouse or you will be a spouse. You will lead in that capacity. You might get an opportunity to lead a community setting in your particular community. You will lead in that capacity. You might be working in a particular organization and you get a chance to lead in a particular project, then you will lead in a particular project. And if, for example, you never get that opportunity to lead anywhere, remember that you're leading yourself. The first person we should actually lead is ourselves, because you cannot grow in this life if you don't know how to lead yourself. So start writing today. Start writing your ideas. Start writing your goals. Start writing your dreams. Start writing your experiences. Start writing what you're learning, and grow more and more better. Grow and grow in the capacity of leadership that you're in. So start writing, become a better leader. And yeah, guys, we have come to the end of today's show. If there is a point that really resonated with you, kindly tell me in the comment below. And if there is a particular point you might actually want me to talk more about, tell me in the comment below and let us get this conversation started. And as usual, if you have not subscribed, kindly go ahead and subscribe. Give me a thumbs up, like and share widely. And until next time, I'll see you. Adios. Bye.